we have our drive up to Buffalo Airport. This is to get on our flight headed to the Atlantic City via Caesars Air. So the drive wasn't very bad. Had a little bit of snow on the ground, but the roads were pretty clear. This video is about us. Our trip from Buffalo, New York via Caesars Air. It was a chartered flight from Buffalo straight to Atlantic City. It was for my wife and myself. It was like 3 days, 3 nights, something like that. Nice little excursion. It's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we flew back on Tuesday morning. So the traffic wasn't very bad. There's only one toll road there on I-90 headed eastbound. You can see we're just kind of clipping right along there. The trip in all, Caesars covered everything except for, I think it was $75 for a couple administrative fees or something like that, and some taxes or some of that nature. But, not bad for a 3-day little excursion. But being it was a chartered flight, some things were a little bit different, but then there was some things that were also the same. When we got to the airport, it's coming up here in a minute, we did have to go through regular TSA security, take your shoes and your belt and everything else off. But one of the nice things was when we checked in at the counter, they had a separate counter all the way down at the very end of the check-in area, where they took our bags, they put a purple tag on it, and printed out our tickets. It was with Swift Air was the name of the carrier. They take our bags, and then the next time we actually touch or see our baggage is about 3 hours after we check into the hotel. They deliver our bags right directly to our room, which was kind of nice. We didn't have to wait at baggage checkout or baggage pickup in Atlantic City. This one here, as you can see, just like every other airport, going down and getting on your plane. Getting on the plane was fairly quickly. The ticket process where they scan your ticket and everything. And everybody on this plane was going to either Harrah's in Atlantic City or Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. There was no other destinations for that. Everybody was strictly for Caesars property. The plane was it was a full-size plane, as you can see there. It's got the Swift Air logo there on the side. It was an older plane, you could tell just from some of the wear and tear on the plane, but seating was three by three, and the plane was completely full. It was full front to back. There was not an empty seat on the plane. It was a 747-300, I think, or a 747-400, one of the two. But did a little research, and I found that Swift Air does have quite a few planes in their inventory, and I guess this is kind of one of their niche things. When we flew back, we did take the exact same plane that flew us there. It picked us up back in Atlantic City and brought us back to Buffalo. But then I found out from one of the flight stewardesses, after they dropped us off in Buffalo, they flew empty to Toronto and picked up a plane full of people in Toronto and took them to Atlantic City. So it seems like this plane just kind of flies around the New England area, Buffalo area and Toronto and whatnot, to take people back and forth to Atlantic City. So but there must have been, I'd say maybe about 150, maybe 160 people on this plane here itself. So when you think how much money everyone's going to spend at the casino, then it's probably rather profitable for them. Here you can see the seat. It was 737-400. I'm 6'1", and you can see the seat was pretty tight. My knees were hitting the seat in front of us. Not a whole lot of extra leg room as you'd expect on some larger, more commercial planes, but this one here, they're they're more set to pack them in pack in as many as they can to get as many warm bodies as they can into the resort. But had some armrests, but the armrests were really, really low. In order to rest your arm on it, you'd have to lean over on your side. Leg room was kind of, like I said, pretty scarce. You could move your feet around and whatnot, but the flight itself, from gate to gate, it was like an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and a half, but the total flight time itself was only 55 minutes. So it's one of them, once you get up, you level off and come right back down. I believe this is us coming in for the landing here. The landing was a little bit rough. I think there was a crosswind coming through that made it a little more challenging for the pilot to get a smooth landing. But we did arrive safe. There was some applause and some hoot and holler, and once we landed down there and on the tarmac. But then they drove right up to our gate, and as soon as we got off, the nicest thing about it was as soon as you got off the airplane, you did not have to go and search for any of your luggage or anything like that like you would normally do once you disembark the plane. Yeah, it was a bumpy landing. They did have a little drink service on the plane. Everyone was allowed one adult beverage. You could get a second one if you wanted, but you would have to pay for it. But there really wasn't even enough time for a second one. By the time we got up in the air and leveled off, they came around with cheese crackers. Those cheese on cheese things. There's 6 in a pack. Everyone got a pack of crackers, and then you got your beverage. By the time they finished serving the beverage cart, they came back around with another cart to pick up anything you want to dispose of, all your empty bottles and cups, because it was basically time to come into land. Here you can see we're just taxiing back to our gate to come in, and there's everyone, as usual, they're all in a hurry to get off the plane, but you can only go as fast as the person in front of you there. But like I said, it was a completely full airplane, not an empty seat to be had. Once it was our turn, it was pretty smooth, just like everything else. The Atlantic City Airport is a small airport. It is an international airport. Where they have the flights from Toronto going to Atlantic City. Spirit Air, I guess, has quite a bit of daily flights in and out of Atlantic City, servicing a lot of Florida. We saw on the screen. But then I guess Swift Air is the one that provides the flight transportation for Caesars. But as you can see, just regular, just like any other airport. But being charter, not a whole lot of people knew the information on the flight. Like when we did get back into Atlantic City, nobody knew what baggage carousel our bags would come out at, or anything of that nature. Actually, when we did check in Buffalo to get on our flight, the TSA people weren't even aware that there was a charter flight that day. But it is different than other charter flights, because some of those charter flights you actually park like at the airline's building, because they're smaller planes, and then you park right there, so you don't have to go through the full TSA thing like you do in the airport.
Now we don't know where we go.
But here we are into Atlantic City.
I guess we'll figure it out.
So, once we got into Atlantic City, they had 3 full-size buses sitting there waiting for us. Like I said, we didn't have to touch any of our luggage. I think what they do is they bus us over to the hotel, and then they send the buses back to pick up all the luggage. But there was 3 buses. 2 of them were dedicated strictly for Harrah's, and then there was one strictly for Caesars. but the Caesars bus did run out of seats, and they had to go back and pick up, or they had to share the ride with Harrah, so they dropped the people off at Harrah's and then ran over to Caesars.
Like that.
Here's when you get checked in. It has a little sign there, a charter check-in. So when you first arrived, the line was pretty long, obviously, because everybody getting off of the plane at the same time and getting to the hotel at the same time. There was a lot of people that were checking in, so my wife and I, we decided to kind of walk around the place a little bit before checking in. But we did get our room key and the room was very clean. It was nice. Uh, had all the amenities you needed: king size bed, TV, nice shower and bathroom and everything. But uh, had a safe and a refrigerator. Refrigerator was super super cold. As you saw there previously, our room number was 14079, I think it was, on there. But nice room. The view was nice. Um, the time that we spent there this day here was the best view that we had. It was nice and clear and sunny. The dome that you see down there in the bottom, that's the swimming pool. It is an indoor pool. It's 82 degrees inside the dome all the time. Here you can see the nice view. There's the Borgata across the way, and then farther down at the boardwalk you can see all the hotels that are down there. The side of the building does light up at nighttime. There's some kind of video wall or something that they put on the side of the building. But there you can see the swimming pool. There's a couple people floating around in there. Um, on Sundays the pool is open till midnight, and they do have like a dance club kind of theme going on there at nighttime. Closet, your regular hotel safe. A couple hangers, iron and ironing board were all present. They did function as normal. Um, Bathroom was clean. We had plenty of towels and soaps and shampoos and stuff. Shower was nice and big. My wife really enjoyed the shower. They even had a little seat built into the shower for her. But there you can see the soaps and shampoos and everything that normally comes with a regular hotel room. There you can see the seat in the shower. The shower had nice water pressure, plenty of hot water, even a little shelf there for your shower beverage. Had a separate room, as you can see, for the commode. One of the things we always do is check, make sure it flushes. We've been in a handful of hotels in the past that you get into the room and the toilet's broken or doesn't flush. And it had a nice frosted door for privacy, robe hooks and towel hooks and stuff. But it was nice, nice room. But as you can see, we don't have any luggage yet because we just checked in. Full size mirror was available there, so you can check out your outfit before you exit. We were right next to the elevators, which made it kind of nice. As you can see there, the elevators are right around the corner, so it was nice when you get off. But here I came back up to the room a couple hours later, and voila, there is our luggage. Everything arrived safely. There was no damage to the luggage or the contents of the luggage itself. There's the purple tags that they had us put on, and then the airline itself put a little tag on the suitcase. You'll be able to see here in a minute. It's just the Swift Air tag going to Atlantic City. But that's about it. Pretty nice. Nice little excursion. I like how you don't have to tend to your luggage and carry it around and stuff. But hit the like and share button, and we'll post more.